So I also wanted to share and update this video about the last video I posted that was the hardest shift of my nursing career so far. Oh my god, and let me just tell you, my mother received a freaking laptop from Freebie Flow yesterday. Inserts text messages. How freaking cool. So this is the most expensive thing that I got from Freebie Flow. And yes, I'm saving the best thing that I got for last. So we have so many packages to open. So let's get to it.
I can't believe I believed everything we had was less. So young and naive of me to think she was from your past. Silly of me to dream of.
Hi YouTube, my name is Brianna and welcome back to another video at Rewinding Time RN. Tonight I was called off of work just as I was getting in my car to go to work. So I slept my whole day away. I have 2 more days off after this, so I figured I'd have a productive night. I'm super behind on Vlogmas, opening packages, uploading videos, so we're just gonna open the packages. Okay, so the first package I opened, we have a brush. Because on the outside of the package, it doesn't really say what it is. It does have Caucasians on the cover. I don't know how good this would be for my hair. Yeah, I don't know how this would do, but I'm not gonna try it. We'll see. Okay, so that's package number 1. What the heck is this? Oh, this is for your jeans. So I think these are for pants to make them smaller. You take them some kind of way and hook them. I'm really not sure how to use them. I'd have to look on Amazon to get some instructions because this isn't very clear to me. So these are to make your pants fit tighter. Package 3. Huh. It is a clear purse. It's a clear purse. And this is the chain for it. This would have been nice to have when I was going to all those concerts recently. I went to see Beyonce, Brent Faiyaz, and Drake. Drake, I just took a regular purse, but to the other concerts, I took a clear bag. I guess I have this for the future. Clear bag. This is an LED magnet pickup tool that is also a flashlight. These are one of those gifts I was saying I would give to the men in my family because I think this would be handy. It's also a lot smaller than I thought it would be. Let's see. This is it. Oh, I guess I have to put the batteries in it. Oh, it's long. You can curve this. Nice. The base is magnetic and this part is magnetic, guys. And the batteries go in here. Okay, I wish my man was here because I can't get that right now. So we're not gonna put the batteries in and turn it on. We're gonna put it back in here like I didn't touch it. And this will be a great gift. I'm gonna give it to my father. I really can't believe my mom got a laptop. Okay, this is a light. It has lights. Looks like you can plug stuff into the side of it. This will be another gift for one of the men in my life. Probably my dad. Sure he could use it in his building. It did not come with any instructions, so that's not really helpful. Starfish LED pool lights. My dad has a pool. See if he wants those. Okay, well, it's not Marc Jacobs, but the tote bag. And it has a big strap. So, and it's fuzzy. I like the feeling of it. Cute. If only it was from Marc Jacobs. Wrapping paper for your birthday. I also think I got Christmas wrapping paper, which will be coming in handy for me to wrap these gifts. Christmas wrapping paper. Merry Christmas. So, okay, tattoo markers, 13 different colors. I think that's pretty cool. 6 matte colors, 7 metallic colors. Temporary tattoo markers for the skin with 50 tattoo stencils, 34 tattoo stickers, and they're easy to clean. I have nieces and nephews. Let's see what this is. The outside of the box says Cosmo. I don't really know what is in here. Oh, it's a speaker. I wonder how it sounds. Wow, a Cosmo speaker. Nice. I'm kind of bummed that I got called off of work because this is a night I switched with my coworker because she wanted Friday night off and I was scheduled Friday night. And part of me didn't want to switch because I wanted to have 4 nights off in a row. So I guess I'm still getting that, but it doesn't really count because I slept, you know, my time away thinking I'm going to work. I was more inclined to switch with her because we weren't overstaffed today and I still got called off. So I guess the unit doesn't have as many patients. They're not expecting as many patients. So there's only 3 nurses tonight, which is the only thing about being internal contract on my floor is that internals are the first to be called off. Travelers, external travelers through an agency are the first to be floated. And so the traveler got floated and I got called off. So I'm not gonna have full hours on this paycheck. That's the thing that sucks is like, I want my 36 hours and I'll be cool. But this coming week will be my first paycheck that has internal contract hours on it at my pay rate. So we'll see how much it is and I'm gonna make a video about it. It's the first time I've worked as an internal contract nurse and I am excited to see how it goes. Okay, let's see what this is. It is Solar Snowflake Garden Stake with cool white LED lights. Snowflake LED stakes to put in your yard. Pretty cool. My brother also got this. And so I told him if he sells it, he can sell it as a set of 4. These are couch covers. Yep. Such a small package. Tiny pearl earrings. I pulled the package out. I said there's nothing even in here. But there is. Literally tiny pearl earrings. Oh, deodorant cream made with organic ingredients. So it's like a natural deodorant cream. I think these look kind of like samples. This is grapefruit lemon, and there's 2 in the bag. Let's open one and see how it smells. Ooh, can definitely smell the grapefruit and the lemon. These smell really good. I will definitely be trying these. I think I've seen this brand on TikTok, so that's pretty. Oh, caution hot. This is a 2-in-1 portable propane heater and stove. Do I know what to do with this? Absolutely not. I'm sure the men in my life can figure it out. And it came with some gloves. I'm really confused. This goes here to carry it. I'm confused as to where this part goes. Maybe it goes up here. I don't know, but another gift to the men in my life. With the gloves. They're huge gloves, might I add. Oh, it's just one glove. But it's huge. Huge. My little fingers aren't even in it. So I changed out my scrubs, not realizing that we had 4 more packages sitting on the couch to open. Oh, this is just something I ordered. I ordered some natural teeth whitening strips that I saw from this Guru Nanda brand. Okay, why don't you try that? Okay, so that's just not related to Freebie Flow. These are Christmas bags that I guess you put stuff in. I don't know what you do with them. Christmas bags. These are animal socks that I will give to my brother. My little brother. And this is a wireless transmitter that I don't know what I will do with, but it might come in handy. Who knows? So that was the last package. So now I'm going to show you the best thing I got from Freebie Flow, and it's pretty cool. So this is the most expensive thing that I got from Freebie Flow. A projector, and it has like Netflix and stuff built into it with a remote and everything. That's the most expensive thing I got. I think on Amazon it said it was like $350. Got it for $1.33. I guess I'm gonna eat and then I'm gonna wrap presents since they're open. I have gift paper that was free. So earlier in the video, I mentioned how I was called off of work tonight and I wanted to have my full 36 hours of work this week, but because I was called off, I didn't think that would happen. Well, I told my charge nurse to make a note that if anyone was to be called off or didn't want to work this week, I am available to come in on Thursday or Friday on the days that I'm off. And someone did reach out to me, so now I am scheduled Friday and Saturday, and I don't believe I can be called out either of those days this week because I was called off tonight. So I should get my full 36 hours, and I'm very happy about that. I wanted to mention that in this video, I opened 20 packages from Freebie Flow, and in the previous 2 videos I have posted for Vlogmas, I opened 3 packages each, so 6 in total, making a grand total of 26 packages that I've got in 1 month from Freebie Flow. So I did miscount by 4. I did not receive a full 30 packages. Feel free to check out those videos to see what else I got, because some of the things I got from Freebie Flow that I showed in those other videos were things that I was ultimately going to buy but had not gotten to that point yet. And I think that's really neat that it just so happened to come before I could get it. Next, we are headed to the gym. And in the second half of this video, I'm giving you a nursing update after having the hardest shift that I've had in 3 years of nursing. What I have learned, what I have improved, and how I am feeling after having that shift. So we finally have presents under the tree that are going to family and friends this Christmas that I got from Freebie Flow. Wrapping paper also from Freebie Flow, and it was actually really nice. Still have some left over, and the birthday wrapping paper will come in handy. So this stuff, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it yet. Usually I play music over my gym workouts, but I'm kind of in a voiceover mood. So here we are at the gym. We're always lovey-dovey. That's just whatever. You probably have learned that by now if you are a returning subscriber. We're taking our pre-workout. We are stretching. Foam rolling before and after my workout literally makes my back feel so good. I had a spot on my back that felt really tight and painful, and he gave me a quick rub out, thankfully. Whoa, that didn't sound right. Anyway, I'm always stretching my hip flexors before we get started as part of my warm-up. And this isn't the full warm-up, but moving on. So let me just tell you what else I did. I started with supine leg curls, and I did 8 on each leg at 20 pounds. Just something so I could really focus on contracting my muscles. I didn't want it to be too heavy. And then I did both legs together, and then I put the weight up to 70. Heavy weight, taking my time, slow and controlled. After my leg curls, I moved into the hip thrust. I did 3 sets. I started with 6 cos hip thrusts into 6 full range hip thrusts, and then after that 6 single leg hip thrusts on each leg. This was the third set that I recorded, so by this point I'm dying. Obviously, if you can't tell by my face, my butt was burning. Okay, moving forward to the next part of my workout, I did single leg RDLs on the Smith machine, and these actually felt really good. Then we have Bulgarian deficit split squats, and I realized after not doing these for a very long time that I need to put these back in because these had the booty looking real good previously. And then I finished with glute bias back extensions, which I did also not record. That was the workout, and I had a very good leg day. It was great. And then of course some more lovey-dovey with my lovey. So I also wanted to share and update this video about the last video I posted that was the hardest shift of my nursing career so far. And don't get me wrong, I have had extremely hard days when I was working in psych. We'd have days where we had multiple restraints, multiple seclusions, aggressive patients, people trying to hurt themselves, people who were successful in hurting themselves. No one died, thankfully, on days I was there or in time frames when I was at a hospital. But those are still really hard days. After a certain point, you come home and you're like, wow, today was a hard day. We handled it well. And it's not so phasing anymore, because especially in the times I've experienced that, I have been thankful enough to work with a team that was just incredible. I knew I could count on them. I knew they were reliable. I knew they were going to be there, and vice versa. I'm very big into teamwork when you are working in an environment like that, and really on any floor. Having a supportive team, people who are there to help you, means a lot. So I just wanted to give an update. Since that shift, the hardest shift I've had, and when I was editing the video, I realized that I didn't even really say much about what I experienced that night. It's very obvious from the video that I was in a world of emotion. I was still very anxious. I was unsettled. I felt really overwhelmed, and it was a hard night. So let me just talk a little bit about it. So let's first talk about what I experienced that night. This is the first night that I'm working after being off for a month. So already right there, I'm coming back to work knowing there's going to be things that I need to be refreshed on, or things that are simple reminders. Sometimes the IV pumps we don't work with Alaris, if anyone knows what that is. And the pumps we use, I think, are Baxter, and they're just a little bit more complicated to me, in my opinion. Sometimes I just need help, with little things, and I just like for people to check over my IV pumps and my setup, just because I don't want to hurt anyone, and until I feel 100% confident in myself, I just like for people to double check. So that was something that day that I needed help with. Even though someone double checked me on it, it was perfectly fine. The way I set it up, the numbers were correct, the setup was correct. I just felt more confident in myself having someone just double check yep, that's right. Coming back, I'm already thinking about the things that I'm gonna have to refresh on. Then coming in and seeing that not only am I not on my regular floor with coworkers who are used to helping me and know that I'm still learning, I'm being floated to another floor. On that floor is just more acute, more intense patients than what we get on my floor. On my floor, the patients generally have to be able to walk and are not total dependent care. On this floor I went to, I had 2 patients who had had strokes and were kind of total care, one of which was calm, and she had an NG tube and a fecal management system, or Flexi-Seal, and a Foley catheter. The Flexi-Seal was the first time that I had ever managed a fecal management system. Had no idea that that's even existed, never seen it before, don't remember learning about it in nursing school. So I learned a lot about that. Thankfully, all I had to do was change the bag, and there was some leakage around the anus, so I did have to clean her up maybe once or twice throughout the night, but that's easy. Now, if I had to insert one of those or take it out, I would have been doing the, what do they say? See one, do one, teach one. I would have been seeing one. You think you're gonna tell me what to do and I'm just gonna do it without seeing it? No. Someone show me. And then she had an NG tube. I didn't have to do anything with the NG tube because all of her meds were on hold. Everything was on hold based on what the patient had going on, because there was some vomiting going on that they were trying to let the stomach clear and see tomorrow maybe if they can restart the feedings and see how she tolerates it. So I didn't have to do anything with the NG tube, thankfully. It was still just overwhelming, you know. When you get reports, sometimes the patient sounds worse than what they really actually are when you go and see them. So it was kind of like that. I had another patient who was also stroke, was 1-to-1 with a sitter because she kept pulling at her NG tube, although relatively okay. So I started with 4 patients and I got 2 admissions. I just think that I had a hard time with my time management and the way that I did things, and I've learned a lot from that experience since then. Now that I've been on my regular floor, I haven't been floated since that time, and since I've been back on my regular floor, I've had 5 patients. Seems like almost every time I've gone to work lately. I had one night recently I worked where I didn't have any patients. No one came up to that side of the floor that I was on the clinical decision unit, which is the extension of the ED. So I didn't have any patients all night. So I basically just helped the team. I helped them do anything their patients needed, help get vitals, etc. So now that I have been having 5 patients, most of the time I'm getting there and I have 3, 2, maybe 4, and I'm getting admissions throughout the night. So I am learning more about how to time manage and receive those admissions, get them settled, and continue on with the night. I think I'm doing a lot better at my time management now, because when I worked in psych, my flow was to go see everyone, do a quick assessment, then I will get meds ready and I will pass. Well, it's different when you're just going to talk to people and ask a couple of questions and then come back with meds and do a more thorough conversation. It's different working in this specialty where it's more med surge, that, you know, if I'm going around and seeing everyone, by the time it's time for me to pass meds, I'm behind. And if patients are calling and needing things, it doesn't really allow for me to do that. So what I've started doing is when I'm getting bedside report, I ask very simple questions. Are you in pain? Are you in discomfort? I do just a general look over. You can assess someone's, orientation and neurologically, how they're presenting, depending on what the patient is doing at that moment. Sometimes when you're in there, they're like, oh, can you help me go to the bathroom? That's a good time for me to see their skin, see how they're walking, if they're having any trouble with their mobility. And you can hear if patients have a cough or if you can have audible wheezes just from, talking with them. That's just when I'm doing bedside report, I'm trying to start doing a mini assessment by looking at them. So then when I come back around with people's medicines, I can listen to their heart and their lungs and feel their pulses and check for edema and stuff like that more thoroughly when I am doing their meds. So I can do everything at one time while I'm in their room, flush their IV, set up their meds, anything that is required at that time. So I say all of this to say that was the hardest shift I've had. Although the contribution of me not knowing a lot of things and this still kind of being new for me, I think the biggest thing that I learned from it is time management and organization, and the way that I handle the night determines how my night is gonna go. I have still had busy nights where I'm running all night. I've still had those nights. I feel that I'm handling it much better. I'm feeling more confident in myself. I got my first IV recently. That was exciting. I did my first Foley. So, I'm learning things and I'm doing things. Although it was hard, I have grown. I have grown so much. I have been doing so well. And this is my second week being internal contract nurse now, working full time in this specialty. So the more that I'm working, truly, the more that I am seeing, the more that I'm doing, the more confident I'm feeling. I think it's so much better than me being PRN and coming in every once in a while, trying to learn things and see things. And sometimes you have very basic patients. I had a patient the other day that had chest pain, really bad chest pain, and I gave nitro for the first time, and I learned that whole setup. I learned that whole, taking the vitals before you give the nitro and continuing to check them every 5 minutes, and, staying with the patient afterwards and checking the blood pressure afterwards because it bottoms them, the headache. I learned so much, and although I have talked about it with my preceptor. We have had scenarios where we had people who had chest pain who didn't get nitro. This time allowed me to actually see the entire process of what happens when I have to give someone nitro, from communicating with the doctor to the doctor coming and seeing the patient, the doctor talking to me about what to do next. It was an incredible experience, and every time I do something more, I'm super happy and I'm super excited and I'm very proud of myself. I'm saying all of this to say that it is just a learning experience. Every single day is a learning experience. I have a binder at work with my old med-surg nursing notes in them, and when I have someone come in with something and I'm not feeling the most confident about it, I go and I refresh myself with those notes, or I either make a mental note to watch a video about what I am doing when I get a chance and I have a break at work, or if not, on my way home I might listen to it. That's another piece of nursing, is that the learning doesn't stop ever. It's a learning process, it's a learning experience, and no one is perfect. No one knows everything. I have something to learn from everyone. Everyone has something to learn from me. And if you keep your mind open and you have a good attitude, you're gonna have a good night no matter how hard it can be. That is what I want to say. So now that that is done, I have opened these packages. I have showed you guys. I've eaten. I'm gonna edit this video so I can post it now. Don't forget to check out the last couple of videos I posted on my Vlogmas part 1 and 2. I posted regarding the first 6 packages I opened, if you're interested to see what I got there. And then I also posted about the hardest shift I've had at work, and that is on my channel. If you're new, welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, welcome. So happy all of you are here and supporting. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Turn those notifications on, and if you have any questions, comments, concerns, leave them below in the comments. I will see you on the next video. Peace.
He want the scoop, she want the tea. She want the tea. I cannot speak. We keeping it street. We keeping it street. I took a